Hi everyone. Welcome to Community Dialogues with a regenerative twist. My name is Faith Reeves. I'm the Sustainability Coordinator here in Fairfield, and today I am interviewing one of my dear friends and colleagues, Barbara Rainbow. Barbara has just been a blessing in my life. I have just really loved working alongside her over the last year and a half, 2 years. Gosh, it may even be a little longer that we've been walking down this road. But Barbara's here today to tell you about our upcoming season for the community garden. So first, let's just get a little overview of the community garden. Mm-hmm. Where is it? What does it look like? How would people kind of get a feel for it?
Good. So it's located in the south part of town in the O.B. Nelson Park, which is a very large park and very popular with the community. And we have a 100 feet by 100 feet garden there in a very sunny location with city water available. We have a fence to keep the deer out, and we have provided a low maintenance environment so gardeners can come in and focus on their own garden. We have 40 plots, 4 of which we have dedicated to perennial plants like strawberries, asparagus, pollinating herbs and flowers, things like that. So we have 36 plots available to be leased by individuals, families, or we encourage nonprofits as well as educational organizations to be included in our garden. And each garden plot is a 4-foot by 16-foot plot with 8 inches of topsoil, lovely quality soil on top. We have a large tool shed that we provide a tool library and equipment library. So basically a gardener can just show up and grow. They don't have to bring a lot of things to the garden site. So that's where it's at. And so maybe you have another question.
Yeah. So we've had one season.
Yes.
Yeah, we've had one season, and it's time now. We do have some vacancies for this next season, and it's enrollment time. So how would one find out more if they wanted to kind of get informed about the community garden? Where can they find out more information, and then also find out how they might sign up?
Great. So we have a website. It is Fairfield, Iowa Community Garden. .org.
And we'll make sure that that link is in the description.
Just remember the Fairfield, Iowa part.
Yeah, okay.
And because there's other Fairfield community gardens. But we have a website where you can find out a lot more about the garden, the history behind it, what our vision is of the garden. And you can also sign up at that same site for a plot if you'd like to reserve a plot. We would like for you to act now because we filled up very quickly last year, and we are already 2/3 full this year. So we really want to encourage new membership and go online. If you have questions, you can also contact us through our email address, which is very similar, Fairfield, Iowa Community Garden @gmail.com.
And they could probably find that on the website as well. Great, and so they can find the information about the community garden there. They can read the garden agreement. We have a gardener's agreement, so it spells out all of the do's and the don'ts, what we expect, what we provide, all of that, and then gives them the information about the fee and the benefits of being a member. And then we also, do we have any other ways that they might be able to learn a little more? I know that we do have a Facebook page.
We have a Facebook page open to the public, and we do post things there regularly. We also have an Instagram page, and there you'll see any announcements we have, things like that. And I'm sure you're going to see some articles in the Southeast Iowa News and The Source this spring. We feel like spring's coming quickly. It feels kind of like spring today.
We got nice
so
rain.
we're ready to go. We're really looking forward to opening the garden, which We're planning on opening the garden a month early this year. Last year it was mid-April, and we feel that we can open it a month earlier so that people can get started early, and they have a longer growing season. It'll give them an opportunity to have some of those cool season crops like broccoli and cabbage and chard and spinach and things like that before it gets so hot. So we're adding a 30-day opening to our time.
That's great. That's going to be really wonderful. One thing we noticed with the garden last year, and one reason why we have some beds to fill, is that when you are thinking about joining the community garden, this is just a thought that I want to put in your mind. If you're thinking about becoming a member of the community garden, think about its location and its proximity to your home. And so we had, we need more than one community garden. This one's on the south side. And so just think about, how much maintenance a garden needs and how easy it is to get to the garden. If driving across town is no big deal for you, then that wouldn't be a problem. But if it is a little bit of a hassle, or it takes a little time to fulfill on a garden. How many hours a week do you think a gardener might need to be in the garden?
Well, I would say they need to visit the garden at least 3 times a week. And gardens are not necessarily a lot of work, but it's more regular work.
Yeah.
So you do a little weeding each time you come. You check the moisture in the soil each time you come. If you're visiting 3 times a week and you're spending maybe an hour or longer, we have some gardeners that just love being there so much that they kind of hang out there.
Yeah,
and
beautiful.
It is also a great place to meet people. So you do need to think about being able to allocate some time in your life, your busy life, to come to the garden, but I think you'll also find it's very enjoyable, relaxing, and you'll have great food to eat at home.
Yeah, one of the most I really joyful experience last summer was to walk down the hill towards the garden, because your parking area is up on a hill above the garden. And so walking down towards the garden and seeing all the flowers in bloom in the garden. And Barbara designed a beautiful layout for the garden, and it's just so well put together. It is a Cadillac of a community garden. It's gorgeous. And so I think that is one of those really unspoken benefits of being a member of the garden, just that beauty that you get to have as you approach the garden and spend time in it. What are some other, so if you're brand new to gardening and you're a little apprehensive about, adopting a plot, becoming a member, how does the community garden support that?
Well, we're really unique in that we offer monthly workshops, and these will be gardening tips and skills that are applicable to that month, particularly with a focus. And we'll have people like Faith Reeves and other master gardeners that can share their knowledge with us. But it's an opportunity to come together as gardeners to share tips, but also we emphasize learning about sustainable gardening and use of organic products. We are very unique in that we actually include organic amendments as part of your package. There's a small fee when you reserve a plot. I'd like to add real quickly there that we also have scholarships available to low and moderate income families. So we don't want anyone to feel they can't come and garden because of some economic issue.
Yeah.
So we provide organic straw mulch. We provide a seed bank that's a community shared seed bank. We have our garden tool library where you can borrow tools, and we have the perennial beds with strawberries and other perennial herbs and things like that.
So many benefits.
And this year we're going to add a layer of compost to our garden to help improve the fertility so that you're more and more successful. We have, of course, city water provided also.
Yeah, so we try to build a membership package that includes all that and have a a conservative membership fee that will cover just those items. Yeah, and then we do a lot of fundraising as well to support any extras that we need, but we really rely on those member fees to provide those listed benefits. So how can and how do the community members, the community garden members, support each other?
Well, we definitely like for the members to come together to the workshop, so we're all there together and we can go and look at individual beds and find out tips on what they found was successful that year. We also have a Facebook group just for the members where they can connect with each other, they can share ideas, they can share pictures, and we have also this year increased our leadership team to include 4 gardeners from the garden that are volunteering to be like a contact person there in the garden so that we can help encourage the flow of communication amongst each other and just stay in touch. And also, I think one of our goals that's really important, but it's not tied to the food, and that is a sense of community where people are getting to know each other and enjoying their time together.
Beautiful. And how, this is something that will be new this year, how do you see the garden supporting food insecurity?
Very good.
Beyond members having the opportunity to grow food.
And last year we also, when it came to a frost coming and we had produce sitting in our beds, we organized so we could harvest that extra produce that's just sitting there and donating it to our local charities. We will also have a plant box or produce box where people, if they have extra produce, they can't take it home, or that large zucchini just needs to find a new home. They can share it there, and also we encourage them to donate towards the different charities and soup kitchens that we have in our community.
Yeah, one right downstairs.
That's right.
Yeah. And there's a great little free fridge, or a little free pantry, a free fridge out here at the south side of Golden Magnolia. So you can donate produce that you're growing through the season directly into the cooler that they have outside on the evenings that they're open. That day there'll be a cooler out there. But then if you just want to make sure that the produce that you've grown is taken by a family in need, you can put it in the fridge on the south side of the building here on the parking lot, and that will be taken by anyone who walks by and opens the fridge and decides they want to have it. And so it's there for you on both sides of the opportunity.
Real quick, our gardeners also share produce amongst themselves. They might have a bumper crop of one thing and someone else has something really delicious and wonderful to share. Or maybe they've grown a lot of marigolds in their garden and they have all these little transplants to share with other people. So we're encouraging people to always think to share, and not only knowledge, but also what your actual bounty is.
Yeah, wonderful. We're creating a gardening community in the community garden. How can community members who are not wanting to be members, say our garden plots are all full, and there's not an opportunity to be a garden member, but they'd still like to engage with the garden, what other opportunities are there?
There's several. Because we're a volunteer organization, we're dependent upon volunteers for all the maintenance work that we do. So we mulch the beds and the pathways and around the perimeter of the garden regularly, so we always can use help with that. And we also invite people to come and share their knowledge with us at our workshops. And I'm sure I've forgotten something important.
Well, if you are wanting to support the community garden,
Yes, so in the past, we would not be where we are today with the infrastructure that we have if it wasn't for the businesses, local businesses, as well as people in our community that dug deep in their pockets and helped support the infrastructure. We have also, we have these scholarships that we offer to the low to moderate income families, and those have all been funded by donations by people. We would like to add solar lighting to our garden, and we have always a need for a few more tools to be in the garden.
And some more perennials around the exterior.
That's right. We would love to have perennial garden around the exterior of the garden that would offer pollination for attracting the beneficial insects to pollinate in the garden. So there's always, and we have someone that doesn't garden at all last year, and they would come every week and do some work in the garden, weeding. They like to do the weeding. So there's always plenty of work in a garden, and we would really like for people to feel they're a part of it, whether they're gardening there or just supporting us.
Wonderful. And so if they wanted to reach out to do some volunteering or get some more information, of course you can visit the website. We'll put the link in the description. You can visit our Facebook page, and you could send a direct message if you'd like to. And come and join the community garden. We'd love to have you be a part of our community this season out at the Fairfield Community Garden. Barbara, thank you so much for sharing all this wonderful information. It's exciting. Spring's right around the corner. We're going to be in the garden soon.
My garden is already planned.
Yeah. This is so awesome. Thank you.